I just want to preface this video because I already know there are some Kick streamers in my comments rubbing their little Twitter fingers along their keyboard saying like Kick better, Twitch bad. I know. I'm a Twitch streamer myself, and I recognize that Twitch is a dog shit application. It makes terrible decisions and has very, very bad administration, right? But that's the thing. When you're a part of an application and you're a part of a company, you need to recognize when there are flaws. A lot of Kick streamers don't recognize that. And even if you are a diehard Kick streamer who wants to dick ride Kick until the day you die, you have to admit, to some degree, Kick has made some bad calls, as of recently, to be specific. But before I come out here with all these terrible news, all these bad information about Kick streamers, I'm actually going to show you guys something that happened on Kick that made me laugh. I'm going to give you a little bit of a silly goose moment to get you guys started, and then we'll get into the actual issues that have been facing the app. But this happened from a stream of two content creators who I never thought for a day in my life I'd ever be complimenting. Aiden Ross and Andrew Tate. Surprisingly enough, I actually had a clip from a stream that made me chortle, made me giggle a little bit, made me feel a little silly. And so I'm going to show you this clip from a stream that he actually had Kim Jong-un on, which I don't know, if you share more than that of the brain cells of a turtle, you might be able to know it wasn't really Kim Jong-un, it was an impersonator, but I'm going to show you this clip because it really tickled my funny bone.
To my sister, she really needs a big dick. I mean, look at that thing. What the She is uptight. She's uptight.
Yes, this Kim Jong-un impersonator was Australian, and there are people who took this seriously.
You know, let me tell you all a short story. When I had no money at all, and I was growing up in Luton on a council estate with a single mother with no money, I had all these dreams of what I'd do if I ever got rich. Andrew, if you make hundreds of millions of dollars, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Turns out I go to Romanian jail and get woken up at 3 in the morning by Aiden Ross to come and talk to a Kim Jong-un impersonator. What am I doing with my life?
I also learned from that clip that Andrew Tate has a Sonic.exe Discord profile picture. That is real. That is an actual thing he has. But anyways, now it's time to take our hazmat suits and put them on and get into the real stinky situations that have been happening on Kick lately. One of them being Ice Poseidon, which Ice Poseidon is revolutionarily a content creator who does bad things and then gets in trouble, gets banned, and then comes back on a different site every single time. But recently he did a bit of an abhorrent thing, hiring a random escort, so, you know, a lady off the road who takes money for some goods and services, and had a viewer interact with the woman, and he streamed it through a hidden camera put in a different room. And I know, first of all, I know they're gonna get angry about this. The camera, she was aware of the camera. She knew it existed. She knew there was recording happening, but she wasn't aware that there were 20,000 viewers watching it go down. There's a lot of misinformation about this situation that is spreading around a lot, and so I want to clear some things up. First of all, another thing that came out is that Ice Poseidon went to jail after doing this. He was not arrested. What happened was he was swatted after doing it. Bit of a minor change, but still, he was swatted after committing this act. He even says this in his tweet that he posted. It wasn't a hidden camera, and I got swatted after and not arrested. Buck adding to the Twitter cancellation nonsense. Figure out your stuff out Twitter. It's legal content. Even the police wrote it off as legal and safe. I get that it's legal, but this is a really bad look for Kick, to be honest. Like, yeah, it is totally legal, but if you want to consume content like this, go to the hub! Go to the hub, and not the Asian food restaurant. I'm talking about the site! Or Reddit, I guess. And what made this so much more uncomfortable is the way that the guy who was with this woman interacted when the woman figured out that there were 20,000 people watching because she was getting texts from her friends, and they were asking, she wanted to leave, and he wouldn't let her. Here's the clip. I'm going to play it really quickly. He body blocked her for the door and asked for the money back for a situation that she was not in a like, oh, and he chased after her. There's like the intro to the Subway Surfer. No, that's not funny. But yeah, all around kind of disgusting stuff. Like, you got a bad taste in my mouth seeing a dude. Like, first of all, not let a woman leave. I get that it was money that he paid, but to be honest, she wasn't being, she didn't get paid to be watched by 20,000 people. And even if she did, I feel like it should have been something that was made more explicit than just, hey, is recording allowed? Because that's what's said in the video. In the video, he's like, is recording allowed? And she's like, yeah. And then the events happen, and you see very weirdly sexual acts happening on Kick, on an app that, you know, I feel like one of the things that Kick kind of grew from was making fun of Twitch for having women get away with being very, like, sexual on the app, and they're doing it there too. So I don't know, man. It just seems a little hypocritical. But of course, Kick came forward. Kick came forward with an amazing apology, telling us everything that they were sorry about. is what I would say if they actually did that. Instead, they came out with a bit of a non-statement saying, there's incredible untapped potential in what the live streaming has to offer. We're firm believers that great days of live streaming are yet to come. With that said, community and public safety cannot be compromised in the process of making content. We're continuously learning where this balance sits and are making changes daily. We appreciate our community and our continuous feedback, both the good and the bad. We'll keep you updated on the upcoming changes to the community guidelines and subsequent enforcement measures. And to be honest, I don't hate this response as much as I want to, because it is kind of a non-statement. They're not really aiming for a solution. Kick had thrived on being an app that doesn't have punishment. It doesn't have a guidelines or a TOS. And so when content creators do things like this that are technically within the legal bracket, if Kick were to go ahead and ban him for this, it would change the entire landscape of the app, because a lot of people who go there for the fact that you don't get in trouble would now be like, okay, now I have to watch myself. Now there's censoring. I still don't think the content that was being created on Ice Poseidon stream was really that fit for Kick or that interesting at all, but I see where they're coming from in this situation. But oh my god, some Kick streamers are coming forward with real rage, real boiling blood about this situation. It makes me want to vomit in my mouth a little bit. There's this one guy, I found this one. Oh my god, I ain't reading all that. Actually, okay, well, I did read all that, and I'll summarize it for you, because I'm not going to make you read a goddamn dictionary. He's essentially like, oh, everyone's hating on Kick because they're woke! You're being woke! It's not woke. It's not some woke mind virus. I think people just don't like that you abused an escort in front of 20,000 people. Like, I feel like that's not too hard to understand. I understand being a lover of Kick, right? If you love Kick, that's great. And to be honest, Kick has a lot to offer for the streaming space. A 95-5 split for creators is insane. It is never seen before in the content creation space. But you need to recognize when an app that you're a part of and a company that you associate yourself with does a bad thing. You need to point that out and say something about it. Because if you are a lover of an app, you want it to be the greatest place possible. You want it to be as safe of a place as possible. And that's not how you create a space like that. It's only going to scare away advertisers and scare away other content creators who might consider transitioning over to Kick. And another thing this guy makes in this gigantic copy pasta of shit on my screen, on my Twitter screen, is if you're a part of the Purple app, you have no right to talk about us Kick streamers. And first of all, my bad. I'm on the Purple app. I'm talking about you Kick streamers. But second of all, I don't know why. Why is that a thing? Shouldn't you be able to call out people you think are doing wrong regardless of the application? Like, I'm not shitting. I am kind of shitting on Kick with this video, but that's not really my intent, because I do admit Kick is a great site and has the capacity to be a great site, but the content creators on it are some of the problems. And you should be allowed to talk about that the same way that Kick streamers talk about how bad Twitch streamers are. Like, in this copy pasta, he talks about how bad Twitch streamers are, while also being like, but if you're a Twitch streamer, do not talk about this Kick situation. You have no right, because you have women having smexy time on your streams. I don't know about you, but I've never had that happen on my stream specifically, and the woman who did do that on stream, I condemn. I think is a bad person, so I feel like I have a right to say something here. But of course, I have to end this with a bit of a neutral situation. We got the good, we got the bad, now we got the ugly. Johnny Somali. I talked about him a few days ago. You remember this guy? He was the guy who went around and just trolled people in Japan, calling them random racial slurs, as well as reminding everyone about the multiple nuclear disasters that have happened within their country's borders. So he's not exactly a wonderful human being, and recently he was arrested. He was put in prison after Kick banned him for only 72 hours, which, by the way, is something I didn't expect Kick to do, and I commend them for at least doing something, although it could have been a bit more. But he was arrested, which is such a W! Like, I'm so happy about this. And, of course, what sucks is he definitely saw this as a way to get more clout. I'm going to play the clip from the actual arrest really quickly. This giggling doofus, completely infatuated by the fact that he's finally going to get enough attention to maybe make it past 100 followers. He's probably just excited about the situation, considering him getting arrested means that he's going to get more clout, but hopefully he doesn't. I'm going to pray on the fact that he doesn't, because he doesn't really deserve it. He clearly just wants to get big off of creating as much controversy as possible, and to be honest, it hasn't really worked for him so far. His account is still extremely small, which is nice. It's great to see someone bad finally not grow through controversy. And there's another clip that came out from one of Johnny's friends who does the same exact stuff that he does on his stream, panicking around the same time that Johnny was in the middle of getting arrested.
I don't know what to do, bro. So basically the cops said they don't know, they can't tell me what the fuck is going on with Somali right now. I have no reason to run, bro. There's no point in running. If you have a warrant out for your name, there's no fucking point in running. What's the point of running? They're going to catch me regardless.
And catch him they did. There was a clip that came out on his stream a few days ago where it was like,
"Oh guys, I'm getting arrested. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm sorry. This might be the last time y'all see me, but peace."
Peace. All in all, I think the moral of the story today is talk shit, get hit. Because Johnny Somali and his friend getting in trouble and going to jail, and then the Ice Poseidon catching a lot of shit for the things he was doing. None of this is hate aimed at Kick. It's all just the content creators who associate themselves with it. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to be getting out of here for now. Subscribe if you are new to stick around for future content. I might be doing some IRL stuff soon. I got this new Polaroid, and it's really cute, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but who knows? Maybe I'll make some IRL content. I'll go to Japan and bully people as well. I'm kidding. But anyways, song of the day for today is going to be a song I recently discovered. Not recently. It's a part of the album that I've been showing you guys that I sort of recently discovered called Buyers Beware. Give it a listen. It's a real good song. I'll add it to the Songs of the Day playlist. And anyways, I'm going to be getting out of here. Subscribe. Like the video, please. Please hit the like button. Do it, please. It pushes us on the algorithm. I beg. I'll on my knees or something. I don't know. Whatever you have to do to beg. But thank you guys. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night. And yeah, the moral today, talk shit. You get hit.